Grab your scrap fabric, your favorite cup of tea or coffee, and let's create a star that shines through the quiet spaces. Welcome back to the channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm Jackie and I love using scrap fabric to make Quilt-As-You-Go blocks, scrap fabric blocks, and other scrap fabric projects. In today's video, we're working on day 6 of the 30-day scrap quilt challenge. Today's challenge is negative space, let the background shine. For this challenge, I chose the negative space, no point Scrappy Star Block. I think you're gonna love it. It's beginner friendly, and oh my goodness, it is so adorable and scrappy. I have a feeling you'll be making a ton of these once you see the process. Here's the fun twist. In this design, the star itself is the negative space, while the background pieces are the prints. It's like flipping the original pattern on its head. And for the finishing touch, we're going to do a little bit of echo quilting. Echo quilting is a simple quilting technique where you stitch lines that follow the shape of the design. I've never done it, but we'll see how it goes. Each line will be echoing the one before it, creating a beautiful ripple or halo effect around your shapes. It should be fun. For each day of the challenge, a new prompt will help you spark your creativity. Anything goes. I do have a free prompt sheet for you, and you'll find the link to the prompt sheet in the description box below. I'll be making each of my blocks 12-inch square, and on the last day, we'll complete the final block and assemble the entire quilt in a quilt-as-you-go fashion. And remember, no rules, no perfection. Let's get started. Let's talk about the materials you're going to need for this project. Of course, you'll need your scrap fabric. I have 8 print fabrics like this. These are 4.5 inch by 4.5 inches. Something that really helps me cut these is this Fisker's 4.5 inch square. I really use this quite a bit, and it cuts right around there at 4.5 inches. You'll need 1 piece of muslin or light background fabric that is 4.5 by 4.5 inches. You will need 8 pieces of muslin that measures 3 inches square. A piece of batting, a piece of background fabric. The batting and background fabric are 12.5 inches. We are going to trim that down to 12 inches. So let's start first by laying this out. And you can lay these prints anywhere you want them. And I'm using the fabric stash that was gifted to me by my friend Kathy. I love these prints. Your muslin or background fabric will go in the center. And I guess I counted wrong. You only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope, 8. Because this is a 9 patch. So you do need 8 of your print fabric pieces. And then 1 piece of muslin. So we have 1 left over for another block. The next thing we want to do is for each piece of the 3-inch muslin, turn that over We'll use that. On the back side, just use your marking pen and make a diagonal line from point to point. Each print block that we add this to will have two, and I'll show you in a moment. All right, so I have two marked. For each piece of fabric that we're adding the star legs to, you will lay that fabric right there, and it will look like this. And you're simply going to sew on that line. And this is right sides together. I'll go ahead and sew that and I'll be right back. Here is that piece sewn. And you can see I sewed right on the line. Take your scissors and cut about 1/4 inch away from the seam line. And then fold that open. Just like that. Next, you'll take another piece that you already marked, like this, and you will place that one like that. And then you'll simply sew across, and then it will look like this. Go ahead and sew across. You can pin these if you'd like. And we'll go ahead and cut that 1/4 inch away. Just like that. Open that one up. And these are star legs. I'm going to go ahead and press this. It looks like that. So one is done. And then we'll keep this for the crumb pile. Let's go ahead and mark our 3-inch muslin pieces. So that's done. We are ready for our next piece, and we'll simply place this piece in the corner. Just like that, and we're going to sew across on that line. It looks like this. And I'm simply going to cut away about 1/4 inch. Just like that. Open that up. Press it if you like. Then we need to do the next one. Just like that, and then sew right on that line. And there is another star leg complete. Let's do one more together. See if I can find a darker piece. There we go. It'll go just like that. Here's my line, and I'll sew from corner to corner. Cut off. Press, open. take our next piece. That one will go right there, corner to corner. And then we'll cut this one off. Press it open. And I'll give that a quick press. Just like that. I'm going to go ahead and finish these ones, and I'll come back and show you the next step. And just like that, I finished up the last one. I'll give that a press. And we are ready to assemble. So we know this goes in the center. That will go there. That will go here. Here. And here. And here is our negative space star. And then you can place these wherever you'd like. Just like that. And we're ready to assemble, just like that. I like to assemble by rows. Let me bring you back out so that you can see the entire piece. Can you see the star? Look at that. So what I like to do is just flip this over. I do clip to make sure I'm sewing the correct side where I want it placed. And then I'll flip this one and just clip that. And that one. Quarter-inch seam allowance on each of those. Next, we'll flip this one over. And I'm going to clip that. I don't want to mess up. This one. And this one. You could also pin if you like. Quarter-inch seam allowance. For my next step to combine the rows, I will do a little bit of pinning. I just want to pin those seams so that they are together. So that they're nested. And I just pin like that. We'll come and check this one out. There we go. And pin that. And we'll line up these sides. Looks pretty good. Quarter-inch seam allowance. Look how cute this is. All right, let's line up our last set of seams. Pin that. And right here. Make sure these are lined up. Quarter-inch seam allowance. Oh my goodness, I just love it. Look at that. So adorable. And my points even line up. That may be a first. All right, let me get the batting and the backing, and then we'll do some echo quilting. I have my batting on and my backing fabric. I did put some pins in here, and now I'm going to be going to the sewing machine and doing some echo quilting. Look how darling this turned out. I did 2 stitches with a stitch length of 3 all the way around the star. I did 1 stitch inside the star, and then I went around the middle square. But that is so darling, and I love this negative space. So I think we met the requirement of our prompt. We just need to trim this up to 12 inches. Grab this pin, and I love how puffy it looks. I love that outline. And then I just need to go 12 inches here. And that looks about center. And then flip it back around and just make sure we have our 12. And here is our center 6. There we go, guys. What do you think? So pretty. Look how cute this is. And here's the back. I could do a whole quilt like this. Before we wrap up, I want to leave you with a Bible verse and a final thought to encourage you. The Bible verse today is from Isaiah 64, verse 8. But now, O Lord, you are our Father. We are the clay, and you are potter, and all we are the work of your hand. There's something deeply comforting about this verse, and it reminds me so much of today's block. Just like negative space lets the star shine through, God often shapes beauty through what's left unseen. Even the quiet, empty spaces of our lives are being molded by His hand. As you quilt today, let your heart rest in that truth. You are being gently formed into something wonderfully purposeful. One stitch, one space at a time. Thank you so much for watching, sharing, and commenting. It truly means the world to me. And until the next video, God bless you.